Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Season 2 of What If series. Damn, this is crazy, though. I originally thought I'm going to do it for a one-time thing for John, but no. I have so many great ideas for so many artists from now to I don't know how long I'll be continuing doing this. So, also, by the way, thank you for the support of me talking about John Farnham on the first season and explore of what if this happened for this artist. So now for 2025, I want to explore more on what if is with this particular artist who I admired for years. This guy changed the bloody world as one of the first and greatest artists as what music it is today. It would have been with that one man named the King of Rock and Roll, Elvis Presley. However, your saying is Elvis is no longer with us, right? Yes. That's right, Elvis is no longer with us, and he's been gone for nearly 50 years since his passing back in 1977. But hang on, is there so many missed potential opportunities? And even when he will be alive in between from 1978 to the present day. So stay with me throughout of 2025. Hope you all enjoy it. So let's talk about the first thing on Elvis Presley, What If? So the first idea I came up with is a first major world tour for Elvis that should have occurred back in 1978, where Elvis would be taking his first international tour worldwide, and this album will be the Moody Blues album. So what if this would happen as it calls the Moody Blues World Tour? Anyway, if you're curious as where did the idea came from? Well, this was inspired by the idea that came long time ago where Elvis did some performances and made 3 albums with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, If I Can Dream, The Wonder of You, and the Christmas albums. And the first tour with the orchestra that Priscilla mentions that if Elvis was still alive in 1978, it would be the year of Elvis's first European shows. However, but it didn't happen due to his passing, and I want to bring that idea to life. Also, I'd like to add is that just a year ago, actually, I read an article, a very old article, that Elvis was interested to do some charity shows in England in the early 1960s. But that didn't happen, so let's explore it together. So this was right after the August dates of 1977, that Elvis is completely done. And he can't do the shows anymore after August 28, 1977 in Memphis. That was one of his last shows. And Elvis announced that this would be his last. And not going to be touring for a while until when he says so. Then starts to lose weight, but his manager, Colonel Tom Parker, asking him to keep touring, but Elvis refused. He decides to not listen to his manager and decided to fire the colonel. So Elvis finds himself a new management while he needs to fix his weight problem. Throughout the 6 months, Elvis couldn't find a new management. However, they had a recommendation by RCA to sign Elvis and found someone. And he likes the person. And explained to Elvis he should done a world tour, and he showed Elvis mapped out of an idea for a tour and tells him it would take him years. But Elvis doesn't care. He would like to perform it around the world that he ever wanted, since he's come back in 1968 and doing Vegas in 1969. Then early March of 1978, Elvis was spotted in public that he lost a lot of weight. A rumor spread around that Elvis was spotted going to RCA in New York in the conversations of a new deal with his new management of an album, including a new tour that they are planning for and hoping would bring out somewhere in the fall of 1978 to do more promotion for Moody Blues that the previous year didn't promote much. 2 weeks later, after the conversations in New York, Elvis was spotted back in New York on Thursday morning, March 16, 1978, as an unexpected special guest on a radio show. During the show, he discussed how he had been doing since the August 1977 shows, mentioning over the past 7 months, he lost weight, he's happy with his new management, and had stopped using drugs. and had undergone a lot of therapy. When asked if he was currently making new music at the moment, he replied that he wasn't particularly interested yet, but he has been collecting songs he wanted to record. However, he announced a significant plan to go back on tour, this time traveling worldwide from now until 1979. Elvis is planning his first world tour kicking off in Memphis on the same day he had previously said he was done touring for a while. Now that he's fully back, Elvis had plans for the tour, and he can't reveal just yet. However, between mid-March to late June of 1978, he plans to map out directions around the world following the US and Europe. While US dates had already been announced, the European dates are still under wraps. During this time, he had been planning and recording a new album while he's on the road. On June 24th, 1978, he begins rehearsals with his band, leaving just 65 days before the tour kicks off. Then, on 13th of August, 1978, just days before the tour kicks off, they will start rehearsing on the stage, unveiling a new set, a new stage, and a fresh new show. But will they pull it off? After a year since Elvis declared he was done, will the revival come back with a new regenerative Elvis Presley? Will the Moody Blues tour be as successful? Only time will tell. 15 days later, the first show of the Moody Blues tour commenced live in Memphis on August 28th, 29th, and 31st, marking the tour's inaugural stop. Initially, many believed it was a terrible idea for a comeback, but when Elvis began to play Moody Blue, the crowd realized, oh my gosh, the real Elvis is back. Throughout the show, he not only performing his usual hits, but he also surprised fans by incorporating songs from the Moody Blue album that was released the previous year. As the show neared its conclusion, instead of his typical closing number, Can't Help Falling in Love, Elvis ended with Way Down, leaving the audience in shock as an unexpected choice. After the first three shows, the audience who attended were pleasantly surprised. They initially thought it would be a mediocre typical Elvis tour, but it turned out to be an unforgettable experience. Many consider be better than his previous performances, including those in Vegas 1969, 70, 1972, as well as the shows in Houston 1970, Boston 1971, and the Elvis on Tour concerts in 1972, New York 72, Aloha 1973, and the Memphis 1974. Elvis continued the tour in the US from September 2nd to the 15th, performing 10 more shows before heading off to Europe in October of that year. Between September to October, the full US dates were announced for a 1979 shows. For those shows will be for May and June, and he planned to head off to Canada at the same time as well, and this will be his first visit since 1957. Then the European shows came along. Then after the European shows, it was mostly successful. Fans had been eagerly awaiting Elvis' return to tour there since his career skyrocketed. As a result, additional dates were added for a full European dates in 1979, scheduled for the July to August of 79. When 1979 arrived, they officially renamed the tour the Way Down Tour 79, marking its second year. The dates for the new legs for the tour in the US, Canada, and Europe, scheduled from May to August of 1979, were finalized. At the end of January 1979, it was announced that the tour will be continuing, heading off to Asia later that year. In May of 1979, during the first show of the new year, it was revealed that the tour would not only expanded to Asia, but also coming to Australia at that time. However, the 1979 leg will be relevantly short, with additional dates will be added for the 1980 planned full Australian dates. For Elvis, in 1979 had been one of the best years yet. Throughout the tour, he had recorded material for his upcoming 1980 album, marking his return after the release of the Moody Blue Album in 1977. After his shows in the US, Canada, and Europe, he was set to head to Asia and Australia for the first time from September to December 1979, assuming fans that he would return soon. Due to the popularity, additional dates were added and the tour was scheduled to continue into 1980. The 1980 leg would feature 10 selected dates in the US, along with a full Australian tour that Elvis promised. They would be touring from January to February 1980, entering a new decade with a renewed energy. Along with the dates of the 1980 shows in Australia, Elvis would also be visiting New Zealand and South America for the first time from March to June of that year. His management informed him of a new wave of popular demand leading to the addition of more shows from late 1980 to early 1981. While promoting his 1980 album during this time, Elvis expressed his satisfaction with the current situation, feeling it was much better than his previous experience under Colonel Parker's management. Oh, I forgot to mention about something. For the Australian shows throughout 1980 and 81, we have an opener for Elvis. And this opener would be none other than the legendary John Farnham. However, during the 1981 leg, John had to conclude his part of the tour early due to another engagement he has to do, and that would be supporting Stevie Wonder in April 1981. As the final leg of the tour, a new trademark was established for the 1980 and 81 leg. That would be the Elvis Presley World Tour. This leg would run from August 1980 to May of 1981, featuring randomly selected dates in venues that Elvis hasn't visited or where he missed performances in the past. It will be the last chance for fans to see the King of Rock and Roll in action across the US, Europe, Asia, Australia, and South America. The tour also included 2 shows in Hawaii in May 1981 and 3 shows in Memphis in August of 1981. This tour marked a significant milestone, celebrating 3 years of touring and signaling the beginning of a new era for Elvis Presley from 1978 to 1981. Now, that's all for the story. And now we'll explore this what-if scenario surrounding the Moody Blues tour. Let's move on to the tour dates and the set list of the Moody Blues World Tour. So the Moody Blues Tour 1978 first leg US dates from August 28th to September 15th, 1978. So we kick off in Memphis August 28th, 29th, and 31st. St. Louis September 2nd. Houston September 3rd. Dallas September 5th. Oklahoma September 6th. Denver, September 8th, Austin, September 10th, Atlanta, September 11th and 12th, Miami, September 14th, and Mexico City, September 15th. Then the second leg, the Moody Blues Tour 1978 in Europe, kicking off in London, August 6th and 7th, Birmingham, August 8th, Glasgow, October 10th, Manchester, October 11th and 12th, Nottingham, October 14th, Stockholm, Sweden, October 15th, Hamburg, October 17th, Dublin, October 19th, Frankfurt, October 20th and 21st, and finally Zurich, October 22nd. Then we move on to the third leg of the tour, and as a new trademark, as it calls the Way Down Tour 1979, a full US and Canadian dates from May to June of 1979. So we kick off at San Antonio in May 10th, Houston May 11th, New Orleans May 14th, Memphis May 16th, 17th, and 20th, Nashville, May 21st, Pittsburgh, May 22nd, Cleveland, May 24th, Philadelphia, May 25th, Denver, May 28th, Dallas, May 29th, Montreal, June 1st, Quebec City, June 2nd, Toronto, June 5th, Edmonton, June 6th, Vancouver, June 7th, Seattle, June 10th, Portland, June 11th, San Diego, June 12th, Los Angeles, June 15th, and Las Vegas, June 17th, 18th, and 20th. Now, to the fourth leg of the Way Down Tour in 1979, the selected dates for July to August of 79. Kicking off in Amsterdam, July 14th, Oslo, July 15th, Copenhagen, July 17th, Hamburg, July 18th, Munich, July 20th, Rome, July 21st, Vienna, July 23rd, London, July 25th, 26th, 28th, and 29th, Manchester, August 1st and 2nd, Sheffield, August 5th, Glasgow, August 7th, Birmingham, August 8th, Newcastle, August 10th, Cardiff, August 14th, Birmingham, August 15th, Stockholm, August 17th, Gothenburg, August 19th, Antwerp, August 20th, Paris, France, August 21st, and finally Lyon in August 23rd. Now moving on to the fifth leg of the tour for the Way Down Tour in 1979 in September of that year. So we kick off in Tokyo, September 13th and 14th, Osaka, September 15th, Beijing, September 16th, Shanghai, September 17th, Hiroshima, September 20th, Fukuoka, September 21st, Hong Kong, September 23rd, Singapore, September 24th, Taipei, September 25th, and finally in Manila, Philippines, September 28th and 29th. Now to the sixth leg of the tour, that will be in Australia from November to December of 79. So we kick off in Sydney, November 18th, 19th, and 20th, Brisbane, November 22nd, Melbourne, November 23rd, 24th, and 26th, Newcastle, November 28th, Wollongong, November 30th, December 1st, and December 2nd, Canberra, December 5th, Adelaide, December 6th, and finally in Perth, December 7th. Now to the 1980 leg tour as the seventh. The seventh leg of the tour, the Elvis Presley World Tour as a new trademark, selected dates in the US and a full Australian tour leg. So from January to February of that year. So we kick off in Denver, January 11th, San Antonio, January 12th, New York, January 14th, 15th, 17th, and 18th, then Vegas, January 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Then heading down to Sydney on January 26th, Australia Day, 27th, and 29th. Then Adelaide, July 31st. Then Melbourne, February 1st, 2nd, and 4th. Then Shepparton, February 7th. Darwin, February 8th. Canberra, February 10th. Ballarat, February 11th. Toowoomba, February 15th. Kiama, February 17th. Wollongong, February 20th and 21st. Newcastle, February 25th. Brisbane, February 26th. And finally Perth, February 28th and 29th. Then, on the 8th leg, heading off to New Zealand. Kicking off at Auckland on March 7th, 8th, and 9th. Then Wellington, March 14th, 15th, and 16th. Christchurch, March 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. And finally in Hawke's Bay, March 25th and 26th. And then, on the 9th leg, heading off to South America from May to June of that year. So kicking off at Santiago, May 15th, Buenos Aires, May 16th, 17th, and 19th, Rio, May 22nd, 23rd, 25th, and 27th, Sao Paulo, May 30th, 31st, and June 1st, and finally ended in Puerto Rico on June 4th. Now, to the final leg as the 10th, will be the selected dates of the tour. Didn't get added or with the successful countries that Elvis will come back for. So from August to May 1980 and 1981, with additional shows in Memphis for 3 years since the tour had began. So here's the 1980 leg. We kick off in Atlanta on August 18th, New Orleans August 20th, Indianapolis August 21st, Cleveland August 22nd, Philadelphia August 25th, Detroit August 26th, St. Louis August 27th, Memphis September 5th, 6th, and 7th, Nashville September 8th, Houston September 10th, Dallas September 11th and 12th, Las Vegas September 15th, 16th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 22nd. Los Angeles September 25th, 26th, and 28th. New York October 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th. Buffalo August 7th. Washington October 10th. Boston October 11th. Phoenix October 12th and 14th. Portland October 7th. And finally in Salt Lake City October 20th. Then heading off to Europe in 1980. Kicking off at Munich, Germany, November 10th, Stockholm, November 11th, Hamburg, November 12th, Copenhagen, November 15th, Oslo, November 16th, Gothenburg, November 17th, Budapest, November 20th, Bucharest, November 21st, Berlin, November 22nd, Amsterdam, November 23rd, London, November 25th, 26th, 28th, 29th, and December 1st, Madrid, December 2nd, Leeds, December 5th, Cardiff, December 6th, Glasgow, December 8th, Birmingham, December 10th, Zurich, December 12th, Paris, December 15th, Prague, December 17th, and finally Manchester, December 20th and 21st. Now moving on to 1981, kicking off in Asia, going to Shanghai, February 9th, Hong Kong, February 10th, Osaka, February 12th, Fukuoka, February 13th, Tokyo, February 15th, 16th, and 18th, Seoul, February 20th, Singapore, February 21st, Taipei, February 22nd, Bangkok, February 25th, Saitama, February 27th, Manila, March 1st, 2nd, and 4th. Ho Chi Minh City, March 5th. And finally, Hanoi, March 7th. Then moving on to New Zealand and Australia, kicking off in Auckland on March 22nd, Wellington, March 23rd, Christchurch, March 24th, Brisbane, March 29th, Sydney, March 30th, 31st, and April 1st, Melbourne, April 4th, 5th, and 7th, Adelaide, April 9th, Perth, April 10th, Newcastle, April 12th, Canberra, April 14th, and finally Hobart, April 15th. Now moving on to South America and Hawaii and Memphis. So we kick off in Rio in May 1st, 2nd, and 4th, Sao Paulo, May 7th, 8th, and 10th, Santiago, May 12th and 14th, Buenos Aires, May 15th, 16th, 18th, and 20th, Hawaii, May 24th and 25th, and finally ending in Memphis, August 25th, 26th, and 28th. Now, let's move on to the set list. So the first leg, we kick off with CC Rider, I Got a Woman, Steamroller Blues, You Gave Me a Mountain, Johnny Be Good, Moody Blue, Teddy Bear Don't Be Cruel, She Thinks I Still Care, It's Easy for You, He'll Have to Go, Hound Dog, Heartbreak Hotel, a Tom Jones medley tribute. So he will do Delilah, She's a Lady, and It's Not Usual. However, surprising songs will be added throughout that leg of the tour. Big Uncle Love, Plundering My Love, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Lordy Miss Claudie, An American Trilogy, Suspicious Minds, Hurt, and Way Down. Now let's move on to the European set list, kicking up with an opening medley of That's Alright and My Baby Left Me. Then Welcome to My World, Steamroller Blues, Never Been to Spain, She Thinks I Still Care, Bitter They Are, Harder They Fall, Hound Dog, Don't Be Cruel, Danny Boy, Heartbreak Hotel, Are You Lonesome Tonight, Solitaire, All Shook Up, Blue Suede Shoes, He'll Have to Go, Why Me Lord, How Great Thou Art, Suspicious Minds, Funny How Time Slips Away, Hurt, Moody Blue, and Way Down. Now moving on to the full set list for the US and the Canadian leg. So we kick off with CC Rider, Mystery Train, Steamroller Blues, Love Me, If You Love Me, Let Me Know, I Can't Stop Loving You, Blue Eyes, Crying in the Rain, Hound Dog, Blue Suede Shoes, Don't Be Cruel, Heartbreak Hotel, I'll Never Fall in Love Again, Don't Cry Daddy, and In the Ghetto, Make the World Go Away, How Great Thou Art, Suspicious Minds, Lordy Miss Claudie, Funny How Time Slips Away, Moody Blue, My Way, An American Trilogy, and Can't Help Falling in Love. Now to the selected dates in Europe of 79, we kick off with Promised Land, Burning Love, Love Me, Steamroller Blues, She Thinks I Still Care, Hound Dog, Don't Be Cruel, Blue Suede Shoes, Jailhouse Rock, Heartbreak Hotel, All Shook Up, Fever, Solitaire, I'll Be Home Again, Just Pretend, He'll Have to Go, Hurt, Suspicious Minds, Lordy Miss Claudie, An American Trilogy, and Can't Help Falling in Love. Now to the Asian leg, we started off with CC Rider, Mystery Train and Tiger Man, Steamroller Blues, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, She Thinks I Still Care, Johnny Be Good, Love Coming Down, Moody Blue, Heartbreak Hotel, Hound Dog, All Shook Up, Teddy Bear Don't Be Cruel, Pleasuring My Love, Big Uncle Love, The Wonder of You, Funny How Time Slips Away, Hurt, Release Me, Suspicious Minds, and Way Down. Now to the short Australian leg set list. We kick off with CC Rider, Never Been to Spain, Steamroller Blues, All Shook Up, Teddy Bear Don't Be Cruel, Are You Lonesome Tonight, For the Heart, Danny Boy, Trouble, Tom Jones medley tribute, Delilah, She's a Lady, and It's Not Usual. Then to a ballad medley, Spanish Eyes, I'll Never Fall in Love Again, Green Green Grass of Home, Love Letters, Thrill of Your Love, and Separate Ways. Then Blue Suede Shoes, Ring Consider Baby, Moody Blue, Way Down, It's Easy for You, She Thinks I Still Care, Suspicious Minds, and Can't Help Falling in Love. Now moving on to the 7th leg set list with the selected dates in the US and the full Australian shows. So we kick off with Promised Land, only for the US audience only, but in Australia for the first time, he'll be performing Luxurious Man. That'll be off in his 1980 album, and he'll be introducing it. Then we kick off with My Baby Left Me, Steamroller Blues, Until It's Time For You to Go, Love Me, Trouble, Fame and Fortune, Can't Stop Loving You, I'll Never Fall in Love Again, Just Pretend, I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry, Blue Suede Shoes, Ring Consider Baby, Heartbreak Hotel, Moody Blue, Suspicious Minds, My Way, An American Trilogy. Then for the Australian leg only, doing Hurt. Then, in the end, doing Way Down. Then to the New Zealand leg, we kick off with Luxurious Man, Steamroller Blues, Love Me, I Who Have Nothing, Never Been to Spain, Teddy Bear Don't Be Cruel, Are You Lonesome Tonight, All Shook Up, Can't Stop Loving You, Way Down, Return to Sender, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, Fire, Moody Blue, Fame and Fortune, Hound Dog, Unchained Melody, Release Me, and American Trilogy. Then to the South American leg, we kick off with Luxurious Man, Mystery Train, Love Me, Steamroller Blues, Trying to Get to You, If I Love You, Solitaire, Heartbreak Hotel, Hound Dog, Teddy Bear Don't Be Cruel, All Shook Up, Bitter They Are, Harder They Fall, Fire is Just a Matter of Time, Sylvia, Hurt, Suspicious Minds, Way Down, and American Trilogy. Then to the random dates of the tour. Sometimes the tour will change throughout this leg. So in the main leg, we got Luxurious Man, Mystery Train and Tiger Man, Steamroller Blues, He'll Have to Go, Teddy Bear Don't Be Cruel, Blue Eyes, Crying in the Rain, Heartbreak Hotel, One Night, Hound Dog, Fire, Moody Blue, Reconsider Baby, What Now My Love, A Big Hunk of Love, If I Love You, Way Down, Release Me, Hurt, and American Trilogy. Following the tour, Elvis experienced a new surge of popularity that paved the way for his future tours, albums, and more. This new era promises to be incredible. Thank you so much for watching. This marks the first episode of Season 2 of What If. I hope you all enjoy following Elvis throughout 2025. I'm super excited. Anyway, please comment, like, and check out more content on my YouTube channel. And subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Make sure to hit the notification bell. Take care. Stay safe. Until next time. Peace.